Hello there Thayfest here, how's it going? Today's video is on Pokemon GO. What's new as of the June 26th, 2018, and how do I feel about it? I played when the game first came out and took about a year off, and just started getting back into it. The first difference you'll probably be noticing right now is that there's now 3 generations of Pokemon, and that I'm terrible at the game. They added a lot of new content recently, and I'm a big fan of it, so I'm going to go through and kind of share it with you, just in case you haven't been keeping up with the game. As you can see, there's no real improvements to graphics. Sorry, the game's running a bit slowly just because of recording and playing at the same time. But you can see that new Pokemon have been added, Gen 3 and 2, and you can see that there's now multiple party slots that you can use to create your ideal teams. I don't really do that, but you can if you want. In terms of eggs, nothing really new, except there's now 7k eggs, which you can get, I'll tell you how later, but they hatch Alolan Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. So recently there's been quite a few updates to the trainer pages, mostly in the style. There's also new gym badges that you get every time you go to a new gym. It's a cool diary of where you've been. The other badges are still the same, but the place where it's really changed is the styles. So there's a lot of new clothes, and I'm going to go through that now. Hats! So many new hats you can buy. What I love about it is the fact that there are some free ones, as you can see here. You don't have to buy them, so you can still customize your trainer without having to pay anything. There's full Red, Team Rocket, Sun and Moon trainer outfits, as well as a bunch of other stuff you can buy. There's a new system for coins I'll explain as this speeds by in the background, but basically you still get them from gyms, but now you get 1 coin for every 10 minutes you have a Pokemon in the gym, with a maximum of 50 a day overall. And when your Pokemon is knocked out of the gym, beaten, and comes back to you, that's when the coins are delivered to you. Of course, you can still get them from simply buying them or using promotional codes, stuff like that, but I don't know why you would. So my favourite new feature from this whole thing is that you can now look and see if the item looks good on you before you buy it, which is nice. It means you can decide if it suits you or not before you pay any money for it. Next is the weather feature. Different types of Pokemon will appear depending on the weather and they get a boost, plus catching one of these Pokemon will give you some extra Stardust. The biggest thing, and my personal favourite new feature, is these binoculars in the bottom right hand corner. These are research tasks, challenges you can do that offer great rewards and make the game a lot more fun. These are the mythical discovery ones, and they are tasks given to you by Professor Willow. They are definitely the harder out of the two, but at the end it's a chance for you to catch a Mew, which is definitely, worth it, and plus the rewards are a bit better in general. Next is the field research, daily challenges that you can do. Each day you do one, you get a stamp, as you can see here, and when you have 7 stamps, you get a chance to catch a legendary Pokemon. So far I've caught 1 Zapdos and 2 Articunos. Plus, you don't have to do them each day in a row, you can do just 7 days in general, it doesn't have to be in a row, which is good, I like that. As you can see, here is the Zapdos I got. It's a really good way of just getting Pokemon in the Pokedex without having to do raids. Well, these ones are a bit weaker than the ones you get from raids. If you can't go out and do them, then this is a good way to get them in your Pokedex anyway. Plus, it's just cool to have legendary Pokemon. Gyms are basically the same. They work in a very similar way, and there's not really a lot different to them. Raids are a bit better. Raids are fixed, but as you can see here, I'm doing a gym battle, and it suggests me the recommended team, but they think is the best one to do. Yeah, gym battles just basically the same. It all runs a lot more smoothly, especially with the raids. The raids, I didn't do one, but they're very good now. The party system's a bit weird. You have to use a code made up of Pokemon to join in the team, rather than it being, everyone joins together like it said, which that's the one negative I've found so far. But other than that, they work a lot better. When they first came out, they just didn't work at all. As you can see here, I've completed 7 days worth of daily tasks, and Professor Willow appeared. He then gives us a chance to catch a legendary Pokemon. If we accept this reward, we get some Stardust, Pokeballs, experience, and a wild encounter. That mysterious Pokemon is, of course, Articuno. Like I said, I now have 2 of these from doing this. And I'll speed through. You don't really need to see this. I am awful, and you're about to see that. This is something that I've really enjoyed. These challenges, because they make the game more of a game. Before, you didn't really have anything to do. You could collect Pokemon, evolve them. Occasionally you could battle gyms, but it wasn't really a very functional system back then. And even if you don't want to go to gyms, say you don't have any gyms in your area, you live in a very remote place, this is a way for you to actually be able to play the game and get some enjoyment out of it. And I think that just having this system has really made the game more complete and a more interesting, you know, game in general. So as you can see here, Articuno, standard stuff. The daily challenges you get from picking them up at Pokestops, as you can see written there. So a brand new feature they made when I was pretty much making this video is friends. You can now add friends and trade stuff and send each other gifts. As you can see here, you can accept friend requests that people send to you. You can look at their profiles, you can see how many battles they've won, how far they've walked, who their buddy is. You can send them gifts and you can trade with them. So for the trades to work, you need to be... there's some requirements, so you need to be within 100 meters of each other. There's a bunch of different features and stuff. The better the Pokemon, the more Stardust the trade costs, and there's special Pokemon like legendaries and stuff that you have to do a special trade for. But I kind of like it. It's like the trailer said back in 2016, you know, you actually have to be with the other person. So, someone sent me a gift, the nice man from Tokyo, and by clicking on it, you can accept the gift, and what you get out of it is a nice little postcard telling you where they got it from, which is, I think it's a nice feature. I mean, I can't read that. The guy's from Tokyo, which is cool. I think it's just a bot that added me. I posted my thing on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and my friend code will be in the video, so if you want to add me, of course, feel free to do so. But as soon as I posted my thing on Twitter, some Japanese guy added me, so I think he might have been botting. But, you know, you get some items out of it, which is really nice. And here, you get these new 7k eggs. This is the way you're getting them. These have the Alola forms in. Plus, you get to up your friendship level, which I'm not really sure what that does at the moment, but, you know, it's nice that I'm becoming friendlier with this person. If you click the add friends button, you get your own friend code, which is there. You can add me if you want. And of course, you can input other people's friend codes to find them. And yeah, you can share them via social media by pressing that button, which I think is pretty cool. Here is the 7k egg that I got from that gift. These 7k eggs actually have Alolan Pokemon, Alolan variants, which I think is a really cool idea. I currently only have an Alolan Sandshrew, and you can find Alolan Pokemon in the wild as well. I have an Alolan Rattata from that, and yeah, my friendship level with that person went up. So, as you can see here, I'm adding a friend. This is Electros Train's code. He said it's okay for me to put it in the video. He's a cool YouTuber. His link will be in the description. Go check him out. And, of course, add him on Pokemon GO if you want to. Very simple. You just type it in and press go. So, yeah. And this is what it's like when you send someone a gift. This is Elite Trainer Lynn's profile. Again, link will be in the description. Of course, add her if you feel like it. Another lovely YouTuber, amazing artwork. So basically, you pick up the gifts from Pokestops, like I said, and it shows you a little picture and stuff and tells you about the Pokestop, which I think is nice. It means you get to see, you know, different locations around the world. It's cool. And then simply press send and the gift is sent. So here's a trade I did with someone I know in real life, just to, you know, see how it works. Basically, like I said, the weaker the Pokemon, the lower the Stardust, and we tried to do rare Pokemon, like regional variant stuff, and that was an exorbitant cost, so we didn't bother with that. We just did these crappy Pokemon. But it's really cool. There's a nice little animation, and when you trade a Pokemon, it gives you extra candy for that Pokemon, which is a cool way. I don't know if you could just grind it out to try and get candy this way by just trading repeatedly. It might work. I reckon it'll cost a lot of Stardust, but either way, it's cool that you get extra candy for doing this. And I think it's a nice little animation, and I think in general it's a really cool system. It's something they said they would add from the very beginning back in 2016, and it took them 2 years to do it, and thank God it's finally here. And just the fact that you can add friends in general is pretty cool. And that's all the new features in Pokemon GO. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Something different today, but I thought I'd share it. When I started playing again, I know I found it very different, and I was very pleased with all the new stuff that was added, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. With that said, leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. More stuff to come in the future. Maybe not on Pokemon GO, but who knows? We'll see. The future's a mystery. Love you. Goodbye. We're out.